Joining us right now is the Democratic Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi, a member of the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, thank you for coming in. You have said that you are demanding a full accounting from the agencies on how this happened. What do you think should happen here?
Well, there needs to be an investigation. I think the fact that if you read that signal conversation, the fact that nobody said, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Should we take this offline to the SCIF, a classified space, to discuss this in person? Nobody asked, who is this guy, JG, on the chat? Suggests to me that perhaps this is happening in other instances. They're using Signal to transmit classified information in other conversations. So we need to figure out the full extent of that and whether there's been any damage done through that particular potential pattern of communication and who needs to be held accountable.
If this is investigated, who should be doing the investigating, considering who all was involved in the chat? The White House, State, Defense, DNI, CIA. I mean, even Treasury was on there, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, you know, ordinarily you'd think the inspectors general of the different agencies would collaborate on this. But as you know, a lot of these inspectors general were fired. There aren't independent, truly independent people to investigate. And that's one of the reasons why Congress, at least many of us in Congress, are very upset about that. All that being said, now there has to be some independent investigation, whether it's by the acting inspectors general or committees of Congress. Tomorrow, we're having a worldwide threats hearing in the Intelligence Committee in the House. I'm sure this is going to come up today in the Senate as well in their analogous hearing, but we need to have answers quickly.
I mean, this started playing out yesterday afternoonish. Have you heard anything? You can't obviously speak about classified matters. We definitely know that from this from how this played out. But is there a conversation among Intelligence Committee members? Yes, that also not funny at this point. Is there a conversation amongst Intelligence Committee members on pulling people to the Hill in a classified setting to get some of these answers? That can be quick and easily done. Yes,
there's extensive conversation, and that's actually going to happen tomorrow. We're going to have this hearing that I call the worldwide threats hearing in a classified setting along with an open setting. So in the classified setting, I'm sure that all of us are going to be asking very pointed questions of the new DNI as well as others about this particular situation, you know, basically because they were part of this chat as well.
They were. I have seen some reporting that some of the conversations now underway among White House officials are over whether the president's national security advisor, Mike Waltz, should be forced to resign or should lose his job over this. Do you think he should?
Potentially, yes. I'd like to see this investigation, though. I think I have a feeling that this isn't the only Signal conversation that happened involving classified information. Just before I came on air, I got this text from the mom of a sailor who showed a bulletin informing the sailor and all of his colleagues that Signal is not an appropriate place to be having a transmission of classified or even in some cases confidential information or top secret information. And so the fact that an average enlisted person knows this, and the fact that if they had engaged in the same behavior, they would be court-martialed or forced to resign, means that whether it's Mike Waltz or Pete Hegseth or anyone else, they need to face similar consequences if they're responsible.
Well, let's see what happens in this Senate hearing today, and also very interested to what happens in the House hearing tomorrow before your committee. Congressman, thank you for coming in. John?